Yo, what up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. Let me get some music playing real quick. Uh, let's try this one. All right. Let me know if that's too loud. We got Amanda in the house. Thank you for popping on, Amanda. And Lisa is coming in. Wait, there we go. Lisa says her first time on the live. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you very, very much. Oh, Amanda's giving the warning. If he mentions Avatar, Spider-Man, or Jack and Daxter, we must drink water. Yes, that is 100% true. That is our drinking game. And the reason why we do water instead of alcohol is because, one, I don't think it's a good idea to be inebriated while on the stream. Two, I don't drink alcohol. And three, if I drink alcohol and played this game, we would all be dead by the end of the stream. So we got all drink water, and I got my old school Shadow Boxers logo sticker right here. So that's what we do around these parts. So everyone, come in, say what's up, like the video, share the video, all that cool stuff. We're gonna be doing some Shadow Boxers stuff. Let's see. So, oh yeah, this is a drawing of Javen I did a couple of days ago. And before we get to the Abaddons and the monsters and everything, I thought I'd show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on. So I've been working on trying to do like some action poses of all the characters. And you guys might remember some of these from earlier on in previous streams, you know, like some of these sketches. But I've done a couple more that some of you guys have not seen. So I have like this Javen right here doing some cool action stuff. And we got this one right here. He's going to be probably going down some sort of slide or something. And yes, I do want to ink them and color them and all that cool stuff. But yeah, this is the one I decided to put up for Instagram. We got this one. Kayla, this one's not finished quite yet, but she's going to get there. We got Atana looking pretty fresh. And I gave her a little ponytail because I just thought, why not? Let's see. And then yeah, we got this Javen. So we got like a bunch of stuff. And then we got this Aletha right here. I posted this on my story. It looked a little bit different because I had her holding her mask, but now it's not here. But the mask isn't disappearing from her outfit. I just decided to make a couple adjustments for story reasons. And then where's the other one? There's one more Aletha drawing I really want to show. But where'd it go? Oh yeah, we got this one too. I just been going crazy. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. That's what it is. Yeah, I really like this one. This one felt very I'm already preempting it. It feels very Spider-Man to me. I did not look at Spider-Man for this pose. I actually got it from a pose reference book, but because I said it, gotta drink, right? Let's see. Manet says, still think we should add Michael Jackson to the game. Well, let's just pace ourselves. Let's pace ourselves, right? Because otherwise I'm going to have to start peeing in the middle of the stream, and I don't think that would be that enjoyable where you guys just see me like go like, I have to go 20 minutes every 20 minutes. That wouldn't be okay. Amanda says, I like the dark background. Oh, good. Yeah, so they're all going to have a dark background when they're like cleaned up and stuff like that. It's just that right now when I'm sketching, it's easier to see them when they're drawn on the light background. I'm drawing Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. And then Amanda's saying, what are you drawing, Lisa? I might do Triad Color Studies. Okay, awesome. Is your webcomic going to be all colored? It has to be. It literally would not make sense if if it was in black and white. That would be really difficult. I only have one bottle of water. Well, you might have to go on Instacart and get some more water. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some of those sketches. And we can always do more of them, but that's not what you guys came to see. We wanted to draw some more monsters today. So let me just I guess this is a quick refresher. This is what we did in the last stream a week ago, where we drew some like creepy monsters. This one was based off of a frog right here, like a humanoid frog. This one was based off of like a centaur, rhino type of thing. This one was just spiky with two faces, and this one almost turned into some sort of squid creature. It's definitely odd. It's definitely creepy. And this guy just kind of had a big old face. I still am not totally satisfied with the anatomy on this guy. But I want to find a way to get like a big round face, like, you know, cylinder type thing. So I'll have to figure that out one of these days. But let's start from scratch again. Let's see. Which one do we not do? I guess we didn't do this one on the bottom right. But let me open up. I should have opened this up beforehand. Let me Let me grab my page of Abaddon's here, the other sketches. And let's see, is this going to be good? Okay. Let's port file format. Hold up. Okay, let's open with Clip Studio. This should. What? That's lame. That's not cool at all. All right, hold on, guys. I should have this. I'm trying to open up my my file for the reference, and I think I forgot to do that before the stream started. So yeah, let me see. While we're doing this, let's see. As long as Ginger doesn't mention Taylor Swift, you don't have to worry about talking about Michael Jackson. That is 100% true, because I really only bring it up when I'm provoked, or if I'm explaining like a something about Javen's character design. And the only aspect that I took from MJ was the rolled up sleeves. Really, that was the only part. Oh my goodness! For some reason, it just doesn't want to open. You know what? We'll just do this. Open it up in preview, and then I'll figure it out from here, because we need to get drawing. It's been 7 minutes. All right, so these are the sketches that I have here, and we'll just take some inspiration. So is there any that you guys think you want to see? We've already done, let's see, did 22. We did, oh, this one actually, I kind of like 33. I'm really digging 33. Okay, but any others, I'm open to suggestions. 27, I think that's the number. 27. Oh yeah, that was it. 27 right here. Mark says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Mark. Appreciate you for coming on. Abba Frog. Yes, we got the Abba Frog over here. Affectionately named by our friend Kathy, who I think she's running late, but she should be on here later on. Yeah. Okay. So I think I want to do 33. So let's see here. So I'm actually going to pull this to the side. If you want to throw your number in, open a new tab, go to this moment where I have this, and then plug it in, because for some reason the file just doesn't want to open for me, and I don't know why. All right. Actually, let's see. Or maybe, maybe if I try this. Try it backwards. Okay, I genuinely don't know how that's even possible. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying. This is a sign. I'm gonna stop trying, and I'm going to pull this drawing up. All right, let's get black going, and then get my sick pencil brush. All right, so we have this. One of the key things I really want to do for these is just add a bunch of really awkward poses. Like, he needs to be able to stand, but I don't want him to look normal. I don't want him to feel like someone that you would just see walking down the street and not feel intimidated or creeped out by, right? So, try this real quick, and then his fingers and his hands all kind of have to go the opposite way, like that. Yeah, there we go. Quick sketch. Let's see what we got in the comments. I like the very last one, the long creepy limbs. Let me see which one you were referring to. Oh, this one, number 50. Okay, cool. We can try 50. You know what? Oh, I just thought of an idea. Let's do this. Let's screenshot that. I'll pull up the screenshot, and that should work just fine. 1 second. Come on. You can load. I know you can do it. Anyway, how's everyone's week been? What's you all been up to? I have been preparing for my classes. I have been putting in a lot of time and energy into like my PowerPoints and my slides and stuff like that. So yeah, that's literally been all I do. But I enjoy it. I like teaching my classes, so I have a good time with that. Let's see. This one's also pretty cool. 43. Let's pull that in. 36 looks cool. I kind of like this kind of fat one, so let's do those, at least for this set. Can I bring them in? I wanted to get them all on one page. It's just easier that way. And the fun thing about these creatures is that they literally can take on any shape. So I think I explained to you guys they're basically like shapeshifters, and they play a major role in the story. At least. Well, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say anything because I was about to spoil something for y'all. But I ain't gonna do that. I know how you guys be. You rewatching these streams and thinking like you got it all figured out, and I ain't falling for it. I ain't falling for it. You feel me? You feel me? I ain't doing that. Let's see. It's going good. Been matting pieces all weekend for my high school kids. I don't know what that means. What does matting pieces mean? Hey. Come on. And by the way, guys, let me know if the music is too loud for you all. Let me just start over. It's okay. So yeah, he had this hunchback. Now I remember. I did this sketch like 3 years ago. Back in maybe 2020, I would say. I want to say like April or May of 2020. So yeah, these are definitely older sketches, but they still have like a lot of cool stuff that I like. And now that I have advanced a little bit in my drawing ability, I can finally kind of bring it to life in the way that I want to, at least for the purposes of this live stream. Because what I probably will do is I'll probably have to create character, or I guess these are creatures technically, model sheets for them so that I know how to articulate them at any given point. Okay, then let's bring 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the 2 eyes, bam. All right, let's make him nice and big. Then, how did I do these guys? Just for some reference, so I remember how I did them. Okay, I think, what brush was I using? Oh, the same brush, okay. Let's see. Jan says it's been good, but it's been really busy. Managing both art assignments and business class readings has been tough. I can imagine that's tricky. I don't think I've had to deal with that specific situation, but trust me, if there's anything, if you're an artist and you're learning about business, you're already a step ahead of the curve, because a lot of artists don't have that full understanding. And I'm still learning a lot, and it should be something you learn way sooner. They should have more classes on it, more ways to help you get you grow. And it becomes challenging. It becomes really challenging sometimes. So despite the fact that it's difficult, I like the fact that you're embracing the challenge. Manette says, just work. Haven't been doing much art, which I feel guilty about, but honestly, I think I needed a break. Currently painting a portrait of Stephanie Beatriz. I'm just experimenting with a new style, at least a new style to you. Okay, awesome. I'm adding pieces for my frames for an art show. Okay, dope. So everyone's doing something art related for the most part, except for Manette, but you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the art at least. And that's a big step. So that is awesome. So let's see here. Let's get this hunchback just right. I wonder if I should actually rotate the figure just a little bit more, because I just basically went over the thumbnail, but I want to really get this hunchback. So maybe I should turn a bit. There we go. Got the blank, cold eyes of despair. And then we got the trapezius muscles up here. We got the long arms. We're gonna have the pectorals like this. It's gonna have to have a collarbone, or at least the idea of a collarbone. You may or may not have one. Still working out the anatomy. I've also been to my first college party. Oh my gosh, are we gonna have to have an intervention for you, Janet? Are we losing you? No, have fun. Glad you're doing that. I personally never really liked parties very much, so I tried going to college parties and they all crashed on me. Like the first day of college, before classes even started, I tried to go to a party and I went to two different places. And 30 seconds of me being at the first one, the police showed up, and then the next one was kind of shut down by the time we got there. And then this girl who I was in the group, she was like, "I know where a third party is," and I was like, "You know what? I'm done. Like, I forget it." And I never tried going again because I just know I didn't want to do it. But that's my personal story. That's my personal story. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like stressing out about something like this. Okay, got that. Okay. Ankles and then hands here. You know, I gotta be honest. When I'm drawing on a live stream, I always think I'm going so slow, but occasionally I'll rewatch the streams that I do, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?" It's like I often wonder what it's like for you guys sometimes because, like, the the drawing just kind of appears a lot faster than I thought it would, which is really cool for me because I used to worry about speed all the time, and I can be really slow if I'm trying to clean up stuff. But I gotta say, I'm actually very proud of my personal progress in that sense. That's why when I talk about things like the 2500 challenge, I always mention like not to worry about speed as much because by virtue of just practicing a lot, you'll naturally get faster, and it seems to work out quite all right. Okay. Do art schools have Greek life? Not the art school I went to. I don't even understand the appeal of it, to be totally honest with you guys. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. When I went to parties, I was always people watching and always ended up by the trash can. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. And also the thing I didn't like is they never played good music, like, or at least music I liked. They would never ever play it, so I really didn't see a purpose or a desire or a need to want to go. Because I'm like, why do I want to hear this like really cringy, like techno music? And no disrespect for people who like techno music, but it's just not my thing. And I would much rather listen to some Motown or something that is a little bit more classical like that. And yeah, that's just how I am. That's just how I be. Okay. So let me just double check. I want to make sure that some of these lines are going right. So let's fill in these lines here. Thicken up a couple of these for clarity. One thing I really like about drawing the Abaddons is their elongated, like, gross bodies and limbs, especially. I think that's probably my favorite part is like when I get to draw their arms because they're almost always super stretchy, super long, and I get to exaggerate, and that's sort of the fun of making a monster. Because typically they're based off of like real anatomy, but when you can take them out of their context just a little bit and apply something new to them, that I think is what makes it fun. And the fact that, as you guys kind of saw, they can be human-like or animal-like or a combination of them. So that's what makes it super fun for me. Because I'm usually not a monster guy. Like I don't like horror movies or anything. The furthest into horror I would even go is probably like Stranger Things. That's the furthest I would go. And yeah, that's honestly it. Minette says, Janet, how was it? I went to one party in college. I was designated driver. Cops came and someone moved a giant painting in the back of the house to reveal a door that we all ran out. What kind of Scooby-Doo party did you go to? That is wild to me. Oh my gosh. We had an art frat, but it was mostly community service things. I don't know if that's the same thing as what Janet was referring to. Minette, it was pretty fun. I didn't go full out, so it wasn't too bad. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad y'all enjoying your life. I'm the big nerd over here, just like, yeah, parties count me out. I don't want to be there. Like, I seriously never liked going to those. I guess you could say I'm a bit of a wallflower in that sense, which is ironic because I guess I'm on YouTube and I, you know, do lots of talking and stuff. But trust me, guys, I'm a major introvert. I'm a major introvert. It's hard to get me uh, to kind of want to be the center of attention in any scenario. Like, people be like, Jordan, you should go to this. I'm like, nope, don't you dare. All right, so we got that line. Let's fill this guy in. Don't worry, I'll color in between the lines in a second. I actually kind of like this little cleanup. It's like unnecessary sometimes because if my lines are clean enough, I should just be able to select. But sometimes there's something really kind of calming about this, and it doesn't really take that long, especially in the sketch phase. If it's a clean drawing and I'm trying to do like a full-on illustration, then I will care way more about how this turns out. But as of right now, like whatever's. Wallflowers doing YouTube, yay us. Yep, that's pretty much it. Man. The sorority I'm trying to join is an Asian sorority. So in addition to joining a fun social groups and making friends, there's also events about awareness. I'm not sure what kind of awareness. There's a lot of types of awareness. Am I missing something? It was weird. The frat house was behind the police station, so was known for getting busted by the cops. Still don't understand why my friends always went there. I never went again. Not the party type. Okay, that's just stupid on their part. No offense to your friends or anything, but why are you gonna have like raging parties right beside a police station? That's like, I don't know. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. That's like Dr. Evil talking about how he's gonna steal $1 billion inside of the Bank of America lobby. Like that's just dumb. So. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. Let's zoom back in here. All right. Okay, there we go. Got some creepiness here. Excellent. Jan says, I'm also more of an introvert, but I kind of want to be more outgoing and going to these like events about Asian hate and stuff. Oh, okay, gotcha. No offense taken, it was stupid. I never got the appeal. Okay, I'm glad no one's offended. That is never my goal typically, unless we're talking about who's better, Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson. That's the one time I'm like, okay, we about to brawl. This is not about to be a game, But other than that, I just couldn't do it. I prefer it. So if it were up to me, I personally would like to do just like little group hangouts and stuff, and just like sitting by and watching, I don't know, something like Spider-Man or Avatar or playing Jack and Daxter or something like that. Yes, I did that on purpose. So everyone got to take 3 drinks of water. I trust everyone here is well hydrated. Okay, so now we got this. Let's pull up our reference layer. I just want to see the pattern I was kind of pulling from in here. Okay, so we got these kind of patterns here on the bottom. And I want to make it symmetrical as much as I can for this. It doesn't mean they all have to be symmetrical, but for the purposes of this baddie, I think I want to do that. And then it looks like the whole face was white. So let's do that. And by the way, the reason I chose like a dark gray instead of a black is just for the sake of visibility. Like if you notice a character like Batman or something like that, if you look at his design, he's actually usually a dark blue or a dark gray. He's very rarely ever black. Same thing goes with T'Challa or Black Panther, right? Like it just makes it way easier to kind of understand what's happening, especially when you have a line that's black like the ones that I'm using. So let's see here. Got the white wrist here, something known as elbow or outer forearm. Then we got that here, marks on his knees. Okay, he still feels a little bland, so I think I might, let's just do a little something like this. Let's bring in some of the darkness back. Oh snap, look who's in the house. Hello, Joe McFell fam. What's up, Megan? Appreciate you for coming on, homie. Amanda says, me and my buddies would go to the local pub my professor owned, and we just draw together. So much fun, more fun than parties. You know what? There was a time I took a class. I want to say this is maybe 2014, and it was a liberal arts class. And there was a day where we had this big assignment due. It might have been like the day right before the last day of class or something, or like, I can't remember the exact circumstance, but anyway, they invited us to a pub, and they said, hey guys, if you need some extra help with your assignment, or you need to check in, just come and, ask us questions. I was like, okay. So I actually did go over there. I didn't drink because one, I was underage, two, I just don't drink in general. And but I went there, and their faces were just red. They were so they were so drunk, and you could tell by their demeanor they were just so loose and happy. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get my questions answered. And so I basically just left it like, you want to have some? I'm like, who? I was like, what teacher asked like their current student to drink? I'm like, that's really irresponsible in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know all the rules behind that stuff. I thought it was really weird. But apparently they did get drunk with several of the other students. Let me see. I'm going to get Seb tonight, says Lisa. What I'm really scared of are networking events and interviews. That's when my social anxiety really kicks in. Guys, throw your tips for Janet in here, because we got Janet, who's a young professional, and I'm sure that we've all been through interviews and stuff, and let's help her out. For me, like, the way I see it is interviews are more about whether or not you vibe with them on a personal level. In my experience, if you get an interview, at least for a reputable company, not like McDonald's or something like that. Not to say, well, McDonald's is doing its thing, but I'm talking about like full career type stuff. It's usually about, can I work with this person? If you get that interview, it usually means they've seen your resume or they see your work, and you clearly have some high level qualification. But that's typically what it looks like for me. So yeah. But I don't know. Anyone else have anything they want to throw out there? I don't like this pattern very much. I know what I can do. Let's go to my Pinterest board and let's pull up some reference. Okay, so give me 1 second. I gotta make sure y'all don't see the cool stuff on my, well, actually everything's cool on my Pinterest board, but I don't want y'all to see the spoilery stuff on my Pinterest board. Let's see, what patterns can I do? This is interesting. Ooh, kind of like, I could do something down the middle with like these 3 lines. Let's try that. Let's copy or steal like an artist, as the books will say and the youngins would say. Actually, I don't think that term has anything to do with being young, but let's see. Okay, not bad. Let's back up there. Let's do a smaller one. And again, these aren't finalized. These are like really loose sketches. Give them some Naruto slashes, I guess. I think that's fine, actually. We could just leave it here. He can be our Naruto Abaddon, I guess. By the way, I've never seen a single episode of Naruto. I have no idea what that show's about, other than like ninjas. I once had someone make me a list of all the episodes of Naruto I can skip, and there was one section where there were like 60 episodes that were it was just a block of 60 episodes, and I was like, why would I spend time on a show where 60 episodes are not even worth it? That's supposed to be serialized and not episodic. It just didn't make sense to me. Um, Not sure why, but he's giving me Miyazaki vibes. Oh, this character, probably because the mask probably looks a little bit like what's the dude's name? Is it No Face? Is that the guy's name? Black doesn't give you any wiggle room. All this water you have to pee. Yeah, see, I have to be very careful about like managing that. So far, I haven't had any like close calls yet, so we're good on that. The mask makes me think of a hand. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Let's see. Drawing get-togethers sounds more fun than a party. Yes, I agree. Drawing get-togethers are way more fun, way more chill. Matter of fact, Megan remembers this. When we had our senior studio together, we would literally just like play Disney songs and just draw for hours, till wee hours in the morning, till 2-3 o'clock, and usually hosted by me because I would use my laptop to play the music. But I remember those days fondly. I'm sure Megan remembers those as well. At least I hope she does. Megan, you remember those days, right? Remember the good old days, right? The cool days. This will sound dumb, but I tell myself I'm brave even when I don't feel it, and that actually helps more often than you think. I actually don't think that sounds dumb at all. Sometimes you do kind of have to psych yourself out, and it's all about what you tell yourself, And to be honest, I have to do the same thing when it comes to even something like this project. Like there are times where I don't really emotionally feel like live streaming because maybe my drawings I didn't feel like looked good that day, or maybe I'm just frustrated for whatever reason. But then I have to tell myself like, no, this is going to be fine. Your drawing is going to look cool, and if it doesn't turn out the way that you want, then you will move on to do another drawing at some point. So being nice to yourself, being generous to yourself is what it's all about, in my opinion. So I don't think that sounds dumb at all, Manette. Okay, so before I get to the next comment, though, I think, as we did 33, I actually really want to move on to this guy, 44. 43. He looks fascinating to me. So let's see what we got for him. Very, very curious how he's going to turn out. Let me turn off Rhino, and yeah, we gotta name this guy. Gotta name him. When I was in high school, my dad was a football coach, invited all the jocks at the house for a Super Bowl party. The QB wound up drunk somehow and ran through the sliding glass lit window. Dad was PO'd. Oh my gosh, that sounds insane. Also, thanks to cosplaying, I now think of putting on makeup as putting on a mask, and that makes me feel like transforming, sort of. So if makeup is your thing, or if wearing interview clothes is like putting on a superhero costume. That's interesting. Actually, I think there was a study done that people who dress a certain way end up feeling more confident. Like instead of wearing like your kind of everyday type of clothes, if you were to wear like, at least for me personally, maybe like a collared shirt that's tucked in, long sleeve, and like some nice pants or slacks or something like that, like you feel more confident than just, I know I'm wearing a hoodie now, but sometimes it does have an effect. Janet says, even though I'm an adult, I get nervous talking to adults and professionals for interviews. I can practice privately a lot, but I still get really nervous on the interview moment. One thing that helps too, I think, is just to take really deep breaths. If you do that, then you do that for like a minute or two and just go like 5 seconds in, 7 seconds out type of thing. That has helped me calm down quite a bit. I know it's not a tales old as time, but like a trope old as time, I guess. But it is really, really helpful. All right, this guy's gonna be kind of. I want him to stand straight up. Let's give him like a little bit of attitude. So let's have him kind of do a slight pelvis tilt. I said pelvis. Let's get that. One of these days I'll put them on on one image, and then they can be their own like epic album cover. Let's see. Over the summer at unnamed big school, I saw student RAs at parties with the summer pre-college high school students drinking alcohol. I didn't report them because they could have gotten expelled. I still wonder about that. I definitely could have reported it. Wow, that's insane. I don't know what I would have done either. You know, sometimes it's just best to stay out of it. Like one time, I wasn't, since you said pre-college, one time when I was in pre-college, I went to RISD for it, and I was working on a project. I think it was doing like an animation project or something. And at like 9:30 at night, I get a knock on the door from like the lead RA or whatever that position is called. And he had a police officer with him, and they started interrogating me like, Jordan, is your roommate here? It's like, have you been drinking tonight? And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, do I look like I've been drinking? Like, really? I'm in my pajamas, and it's like 9:30. Like, do I look like the party goer to you right now? And they're like, are you sure you weren't drinking? I was like, no, get out. I didn't say get out, but that's kind of how I felt. Turns out there was an international student who like somehow brought like a whole bottle of vodka into his dorm room, and I think he got sick, or I think someone had to have their stomach pumped. Actually, that's what happened. Someone like actually had to go to the hospital, and they were trying to get to the bottom of it. It was insane. Megan says, yes, Jordan, I remember the good old days, haha. And I will say that a drawing get together with snacks fits the definition of a party to me. Yes, that is 100% true. And I'm glad you remember the good old days. I don't know, we'd have a bit of fun in the sculpture barn from time to time, but there was only 4 of us, and the sculpture barn was out in a pasture out in the middle of nowhere of campus. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. That sounds like something I have, like that 70s show. Hi, everyone. I know I'm late. I just got home from my boyfriend's house. Hey, thank you for coming on. Nonetheless, I appreciate it. I saw your comments earlier, but I figured you weren't here, so I was like, okay. Amanda says, oh, coming in with the contrappasto. Yep, 100%. We're working on an album cover for him, and kind of working on one for myself. Low-key missing my days of writing music. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of music are you guys working on, if I may ask? Like, what genre? I appreciate music so much, but as far as like playing music, that is not particularly my forte. I tried to do piano lessons, and I didn't like it, mostly because I was forced to, and I never practiced. And I kind of regret it now, but I also was like genuinely not interested at the time. Like, I don't know. I think I'm not a parent, but I imagine if I were a parent, like I would have to put my kid in something he actually or she actually had interest in on some level. Otherwise, you're just not going to get a very like excited student. But then again, there are times when the reverse is also true. Like they talk about how much they want to do something, and then it just ends up like not working out. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, that was weird. Got a little bit, yeah, got a little contrapposto there. So he's got 5 big old spikes on his head. He got a spike on his head. I don't know where I got that from. That's from a movie somewhere. It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm trying to remember what that is. It almost looks like sun rays coming out of his head or something. Okay, I think that's looking pretty cool. I really like this kind of triangular shape where I kind of morph the trapezius muscles and the shoulders into the head, like that one convenient shape. I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's probably why I chose this sketch, actually. Just the way that the upper body was kind of created. Let's increase the size of these hands. Oh yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. Why not get the massive hands? Everyone who's scared of hands, this is the moment. This is the moment where if you ever decide to draw this guy, you're gonna have to let that go. Let it go. Oh, I had my dog in my dorm illegally. I'd stuff him in my bag to take him out. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. He must have been a small dog. Must have been like a Chihuahua size or something like that. Last video chat with my nephew sis had me show him some of my art, and I was so nervous. He's 4, so he was indifferent. I'm afraid to ask my sis if he'd said anything about painting I did of him for Christmas. You know, the one thing I've learned is don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. And, you know, it might leave you in the dark, but at the same time, and I don't know what, he might just be like, oh, this is awesome. Or he might move on to other stuff. Like one time my cousin called me because her son was, or my cousin was struggling with art. He was 5 at the time. And I showed him how to draw Sonic and Spider-Man. And I kid you not, like after 30 seconds, like he just ran and like played with his brother. Like he just was like not caring. And then I showed him the final product and he's like, whoa, that's cool. Where's my dinosaurs? Like, so, you know, that happens. He's little. He does hip hop and R&B, and I'm into rock and hip hop. Okay, nice. Jordan asked him because he wants that SB soundtrack. Hey, you never know. You never know. I do want that SB soundtrack. But yeah, you know, it'd be a cool collaboration, I think. Maybe. Have to see. Our styles sort of go together, but I used to do R&B, so it's all good. We both could listen to anything. Okay, that's cool too. Amar says, even Gregorian chants, or worse, country, or worse, Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh, if Ginger Cell were here right now, she would have a fit. Ginger Cell, just know, if you're watching this stream now or later, I did not say those words. All right, let's see. Let's transform this. Let's make it, mine's dark. Let's we gotta come up with names for these guys too. Well, what is this? Brush pen. Ooh. Kind of like that. It looks nice. It's all like diagonal and stuff. Yeah. I gotta say, guys, like doing these live streams is actually so helpful for me when it comes to production, because I do so much on these live streams that I'm like, yeah, this will go great in an art book. This will go great, you know, as a concept. And maybe I have to redo the drawing or rethink a couple of things, but it helps me to stay accountable. And you guys popping on every week, you know, whether we have a heavy conversation about what the plot is or, you know, who these characters are or whatever, it's always a lot of fun. So I gotta thank you again for coming on. But you know what would really make me say thank you is if you all hit the like button, smash the like button, as the youngins like to say, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the video, comment on the video, even if it's just the number 1, you know, like that will help boost everything, and that will be much appreciated. Trying to get Showboxers seen worldwide, y'all, worldwide. I have big dreams for it. Okay, let's oh, where's the, oh, I don't know where the brush, oh, there we go. So this it. There we go. All right, let me change up the soundtrack a wee bit. Let's try this. Let's see. Let's see. Mars says never Taylor. That's funny. I'm also a Taylor Swift fan, but I won't pick a fight. You're allowed to be a Taylor Swift fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure Taylor Swift is a very nice woman, but Michael Jackson makes better music. Or made better music. May rest in peace. By the way, guys, did you see that they cast his nephew as him in the upcoming biopic they're gonna make? He looks and sounds just like Michael Jackson. It's actually really cool. I'm pretty excited. Now I just hope the dude can act, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good call. I got my nephew this thing that reads comic books to him pre-recorded. Also came with the books. Apparently he's in a phase where he says he doesn't like things even when he does, so he was telling. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, telling me he didn't like it. He changed his mind when I said if he doesn't like it, I'll come get it and keep it for myself. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know that was even a phase. Amaris, I'm not going to let your comment go through. Haha. Just imagine for yourself what inflammatory thing Amaris could have said. Oh my goodness. Just posted his YouTube channel. Is that the wait? What? Oh, I don't see the comment about the YouTube channel, but you can put it in the comments if you like on the video, or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram link is right here. You can thank me particularly by giving me a job. Oh my gosh, dude, you know what the budget is for shadow boxes right now? I'm not even gonna go into it, but hey man, I do want to have passionate people working on it, but I'm just letting you know real quick. The budget is interesting. You're killing the volume levels today. Good job. Oh, okay. So awesome. That means that you guys can all hear me properly. Here's the thing. I can never know. It's just a pick of the draw, honestly. I found a secret YouTube channel. Not gonna lie. I'm mad he didn't tell me for 4 years he had one. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Actually, I think a couple of us have secret YouTube channels. I have a secret YouTube channel. Not obviously there's this one, but there's another one where I post like really old stuff. But I don't think you guys would ever guess the username to it, and I'm not going to tell you. So yeah, but there is a secret YouTube channel that I have somewhere on the interwebs. I don't think anyone knows where it is though. All right. So let's see. This thing is so fuzzy. Okay, I think I'm trying to remember exactly what was happening when I drew this. It's got these long triangular eyes. Guys, so I gotta admit something. When I was drawing today, I was blasting the Tarzan soundtrack like a 5-year-old. It was amazing. I freaking love Tarzan. If you guys don't like Tarzan for whatever reason, you might also have to get like booted for that, because it is freaking incredible. When you hear Son of Man or Strangers Like Me or You'll Be in My Heart, I can't resist. I gotta start like belting that song. It's just incredible, yo. Just incredible. And that's the one thing about like doing live streams. Like I wish I could play like popular music and stuff like that. I know that I would get flagged and channel taken down, all that stuff. But sometimes I've contemplated like, what if I just like pretended my headphones were my computer or I was listening to whatever you guys were listening to, and I was really listening to like whatever I felt like at the time. I'd thought about that before. I'm not going to do it to y'all, mostly because I don't know how complicated that would be. Let's see. Megan, did you fill in Jordan on the joke last week? Oh, Kathy filled me in on on the joke afterwards, and I understood, and it was really funny. Let's see. Oh yeah, we did work on some hydration memes afterwards, so I think we're gonna have to turn like hydrate into a sticker. I actually had some sketches, but they're not really ready to show, but it's pretty funny. I think it'll work really well for those of us who enjoy the streams. What's your favorite Disney soundtrack? Tarzan is probably one I'll sing along to every song. Best Disney song, though, is definitely Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. I was blasting that song, too. My favorite soundtrack overall, let me see. There's Lion King is excellent. Goofy Movie is really great, except for the Possum Park song. That song is like whatever. Tarzan is great. Hercules. What other ones? Moana has a great soundtrack, and that's not even a movie from my childhood. That's just an epic soundtrack, though. I think if you're pulling my leg, though, I'll probably say Tarzan, just because of the nostalgia factor of it all. Like, it's just, I can't escape it. But I love them. I love them all. I really love them all. What other ones do I like? I haven't seen. I've watched Little Mermaid a lot as a kid. I had all the VHS tapes and stuff, but I don't remember any of it now. Like someone had to remind me of what Ariel called the forks and stuff. It was like Dingle Hopper or whatever. I genuinely didn't remember that. What else is there? What other soundtracks are really good from Disney, guys? Oh, The Incredibles is a great one. It's not for singing, obviously, but it's a really great soundtrack. And when I was actually in school, elementary school, I had this teacher, and he still does this with his other classes because he's still a teacher. But he will play soundtracks from different famous movies. So one time, and we would have to draw for the period of the song, so it'd be 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. And he'd play The Incredibles, dun 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 dun, dun, and we're just drawing, dun 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 dun. It was great. It was so much fun. Okay. And then let's add these little cuffs that my guy has right here. He's got the same kind of things on his wrist and ankles that Ishnu does on his ankles. In fact, let's second, can I guess this would be it. Merge with layer below. There we go. All right. I think he's looking kind of cool. What you guys think? Yeah. See, we're getting some production work done here. You guys are going to get the art book one day, and you're going to be like, I was there when he did that sketch. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Mars posted Primo Ghost 4880 as the music channel, so thank you. No, best Disney soundtrack is Lion King. Okay, that's fair. Mulan and Lemonade Mouth. What is Lemonade Mouth? Wait, what? No, seriously, what is that? I've never heard of this. I'm just glad you mentioned The Lion King, aka the best movie in the world. Not the 2019 version, that doesn't exist. The Lion King is my Spider-Man. Okay, you did that on purpose, bro. You did that on purpose. What's wrong with you? I actually never saw the 2019 version. And it's so weird because people will say it's the live action Lion King when there's really no acting tigers in the movie. I'm sorry, tigers. Lions in the movie. And yeah, that should be a clip too. But yeah, there like everything's all CGI. And there was a video I saw, and it was talking about the importance of animation. And it was saying that there were it's very hard to get things to feel fun and vibrant. Like if you look at the scene in Aladdin where they're singing Prince Ali, and you see all the people dancing and like the parade that comes in for Aladdin's character, like it's just so fun and vibrant. And when they do the live action with Will Smith and everything, it's so limited. It's really, really frustrating. And same thing with The Lion King. There was a scene, Be Prepared, where Scar is singing, and there's this mysterious, ominous, like green light that comes up underneath. Like, let me see. Be Prepared, Lion King. For those who don't remember what I'm talking about. Like, look at this stuff. How do you even get that with natural lighting in Africa? Like I genuinely, there's no way you could do that outside of like extreme creative freedom. Like the scale of these cliffs and the hyenas being all here and all that, there's one image in particular where it's like, this one right here. I love this shot. And this one right here is great too. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, you can't really do that the same way when you're trying to make it look like live action, unless you go like full on, like what's the best example of like a scene that works with that? I'm not even sure. Like it'd have to be something trippy almost. Let's see. I would go with Moana as my favorite. Okay, that's a good one. No, last week you said The Incredibles was Pixar. You can't put them in now when it's convenient, Jordan. Haha. Oh, okay. Fair. I named like 5 or 6 others. You need to calm down. But that's fair enough. Similar markings. Okay, I'm so afraid to ask questions about like what certain things mean, because clearly everyone else remembers the things I say and I don't when I'm on the stream. So I'm a little scared, but what do you mean, Megan? I like his crown. Thank you. Lemonade Mouth is a Disney Channel original with the Jonas Brothers, I think. Oh yeah, I definitely don't know that. I thought we were just talking about movies. I didn't know shows were in the mix. Beyonce's Lion King, you mean? Tiger's LMAO. Yeah, I know. Hot Abysmal. Be Prepared is best villain song ever. In the Dark of Night from Anastasia is amazing too, but it's not Disney. I don't think I've ever even seen that movie. They turned Be Prepared into a wax spoken word thing. A part of me actually died that day. I'm so sorry. My condolences, Mark. I saw a dollar store version of The Lion King. It was called The Tiger Queen. Haha, I almost bought it. What? The Tiger Queen? I actually did a essay on copyright infringement in, I want to say, the 9th or 10th grade. And have you guys heard of Kimba the White Lion? Wait, let me see. Can I pull this in? Hold up. Kimba the White Lion. Oh. Is a show from it's like a Japanese show, I think, from like the 60s or 50s or something like that. And it literally riffs off of Lion King, or Lion King riffs off of them. Like, look at that shot right there. Even the names rhyme, Kimba. I mean, Simba is actually a word in Swahili, but still though, like there was a lot of debate about this particular issue. Oh, that's kind of funny. Some fan art. Yeah, I didn't even know about the show until my mom's friend's daughter was like into it. She was like 5 years old and was like obsessed with this show for some reason. Let's see. Encanto is my favorite. The music is brilliant. I still haven't seen Encanto. I need to. Disney bought Fox, so technically they own Anastasia now. Oh, interesting. The Lion King was also the first Disney movie to actually get a good sequel. Oh yeah, that. Where are I'm trying to think of the other sequels for Disney movies. I guess I never really watched many because I just didn't care. Live action Pinocchio made weird, uncanny 3D models of the original designs like the cricket, so why make it live action? Yeah, that's just weird. In my opinion, they should just re-release that stuff in theater. Like, I feel like people would go see that. Like the old movies from the 40s and 50s. Okay, so we do this guy and this guy. Let's do this this kind of boldest one. I'll admit, I'll tell you where I got reference for this one while I was thinking about it. Let's see. I know I talked about the game Kingdom Hearts before, but this guy to me was always so much fun. He would just he would run at you after he hit his belly. He would just like boom, and you would see like the jiggle, and he just like go full steam ahead at you. And I was like, we should have like a really, really round Abaddon. So that's where this came from. So let's see how we do. Let's see how we sketch him out. Let's see. I'll enlarge this later on. Just gotta give him stubby feet, almost like a gummy bear. Can have some shoulders, I guess. Then he's got the round sunflower face. And then you left in the dust. I guess that counts as a drink. I just sang that song, huh? Mr. Fire, you're a sunflower, and I think you'll never be too much. Let's see. Has anyone seen the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio? I haven't, but I'm intrigued after watching some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. You know what's interesting? I went to a convention a couple months ago, and I was helping someone table, and they had all these posters left, and so I actually got a free poster for Pinocchio. I haven't seen the movie, but yeah, it's there. It's up in my room. Hopefully, I guess I should watch it. It's on Netflix, and I have Netflix, so yeah. All right, so let's make it nice and round here. I guess this one should have a lot of like rounded shapes like this. It's got the okay. By the way, guys, don't know if I mentioned this already. I might have but I have classes starting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. I will be in professor mode. I'm actually kind of excited about it. My class is super big. I'm like, why would you give me this many students? How am I going to critique everybody? So, yeah. But nonetheless, I'm excited about it. It should be good. Gonna be doing some character stuff, which is not something I will complain about in the slightest. I like characters, as you guys can clearly tell by my live streams. Okay, for some reason I just gave him the envelope look on his belly. It was like this toy looks like an envelope in the mail. But whatever, it's all good. It's a familiar shape that we all recognize. I don't think I like his shoulders being like that. So let's maybe if he didn't have like, he looks like the Hamburglar. That's the body shape he kind of has, if I'm remembering correctly. Those of you who don't know the Hamburglar, I actually barely grew up with him, but he was a McDonald's guy. Oh wait, no, not the Hamburger. This guy. Who's the purple guy? What is this dude? What's his name? Grimace. Okay, I totally messed that one up. See, I told you I barely grew up with these guys. Yeah, he's kind of got a Grimace kind of feeling to him. Somehow these were supposed to entice kids into eating McDonald's. Just like the old school Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you ever see the Chuck E. Cheese mascot? So they made him all cute and stuff now. But before, he was all extreme and round. He looked just like Mickey. But where's the suit? Oh yeah, he looks way better right here. But I'm trying to find like that nightmare fuel. Yeah, here we go. Now we're starting to get into the territory. Yeah. Oh, this one's great. Yeah, so this is what us 90s kids had to deal with on a daily basis. Janet, aren't you glad that you grew up in an era where this doesn't exist anymore? Let's see. Can the round villain do acrobats? He'd be adorable in a cartwheel. Oh, that would be funny, actually. I don't see why he couldn't do cartwheels. It might. I mean, it's not really supposed to be adorable, but the reason I want to do this one is because I want there to be like a scene where they're like unsure of like whether to approach him or something, and he just turns out to be like the most frightening creature or something. I think that'd be cool. I finally watched Wakanda Forever, which I think is my last Marvel movie for a while. Why is it your last Marvel movie? I'm curious. I guess 3D cricket is better than a realistic cricket. I wonder what they'll do for Sebastian for Little Mermaid. Kind of want a realistic crab scene, to be honest. At least it would be funny. That would be fun. I would love to see under the sea. I would love that. But they took out Mushu from the live action Mulan, so I've heard. I actually never saw that, but yeah. Lisa OMG, yes, he reminds me of a Big Hero 6. I can't think of his name. Oh, Baymax. I guess wow, he does look like Baymax. That's so true. I didn't even think about that. I genuinely, I don't think I had even seen Big Hero 6 when I drew this the first time. But I totally see that. He's a little taller and his head shape is different, but he's got the same like roundness to him. Round bro looks like an Among Us astronaut. You should make a monster inspired by Sesame Street. Haha, Big Bird is creepy. Yo, that's a great idea. Let's do that next, actually. Let me just Google Big Bird. And yeah, I never thought Big Bird was creepy, though. I gotta be honest. Flounder in the Little Mermaid remake is freaky. Have y'all seen him? Whoa, they released it? Wait, hold up. Okay, I guess we're taking a drawing break for a quick second. Flounder, Little Mermaid, live action. No way, that's not Flounder, is it? Flounder. Okay, no, it's a fan art. Okay. What am I about to say? Okay, well, that's not him. Then who is it? Okay, I'm confused. Which one is it? These are all like the animated versions, and he's still very cute. But is this really it? That can't be. People are freaking out over fan art of a live action Flounder for the Little Mermaid adaptation. I don't think they've released it, but is this the one you're talking about, Amanda? Because if it is, then I understand, because that thing looks scary. But I genuinely don't see any other images unless I'm missing something. And these ones from the plays don't count. Wait, what is this? ABC live action. Why is Gaten Matarazzo on here? My boy Dustin from Stranger Things. He's actually my favorite. He's probably my favorite character in Stranger Things, actually. I'm just tired of Marvel as it is now. Too many shows are supposed to tie in together somehow. I'm just tired, and I love superheroes. They definitely have run their course. There's a lot of stuff. Like I can't keep track either. I watch the ones that I care about, where I care about, the individual characters. But quite honestly, I haven't watched anything since. Well, I guess the last movie was Wakanda Forever, and No Way Home, and yes, Game of Water. And then I mean to watch Hawkeye and What If. Only reason, I'll be honest though, the only reason I want to watch Hawkeye is because I have a huge crush on Haley Steinfeld, and if Haley Steinfeld's watching, I want to take you out on a date. But that's about it. So yeah. Amanda says, "Oh, I must have seen the fan art then. Yeah, that's the one I saw. I was tricked." Okay, good. I was scared for if they remake Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Janet, don't even speak that into existence, please. Please don't. Oh no, we do not need a live action Stitch. I'd be nervous for that. I'd be really nervous. Let me get back to drawing this. That's what we came to do, right? We came to draw stuff. Although, admittedly, we're not doing too bad. It's only been an hour, and we've drawn. There've been 2 or 3. I guess we drew 2. Yeah, 2 on our third one. So we're not doing bad, but yeah, I gotta stay focused. Yeah, I don't even want to picture that live action Stitch. That would be gross. I heard they're making a live action Hercules too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are. I remember now. It's going to be directed by the Russo brothers, who are the same guys who did the Avengers, or at least Infinity War and Endgame. They might have done Age of Ultron too. I'm not sure about that one, but they might have done that. And they said they were inspired by TikTok. I don't know what that means, but I'm scared because Hercules was my favorite movie as a kid, and I cannot accept a lackluster Hercules movie. Like it was so bad to the point where, like, if I saw another Hercules growing up, I'd be like, that's not my Hercules. Get him off the screen. I don't care how good this movie is. My Hercules is the one with Phil and Pegasus and Megara and hate, like all that stuff. Even when I was like learning Latin and stuff, and they would mention Hercules and like all the stuff that he did, I'd be like, that's not my Hercules. I don't care. So yeah. It would be like the first Sonic design. Yeah, I agree. It probably would look something a lot like that, which would be not good. No good. All right. So let's see. Let's draw here. Okay. How many of these petals should I give it? I guess, well, let's just count it out. 2, 3, no. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, aren't you glad I know how to count to 10? So fantastic. Comes in handy, you know. All right, knowing how to count to 10. All right, so I guess that's okay. I don't like this hump in the back, so let's bring that down just a little bit, and then we can get rid of this. And what am I doing? Oh yeah. That here. Let's pull up the previous designs. Okay. This one's actually much easier to clean up because he's not as angular as some of the other guys. I just think it's fun to experiment, you know? Like, they don't all have to be, you know, super elongated forms with, you know, crazy faces. They could just be very round and bubbly and still have like a creepy side to them. I gotta figure out how to make it look ominous even with this setup though. So let's experiment with that. Jordan, it'd be super cool if you did a version where he turns scary, like his face turned into a mouth with those rays as teeth. Oh, that would be really cool. A regular Count Von Count you are, Jordan. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. 1, 2. You guys ever see that Dave Chappelle skit where he's talking about Sesame Street and how like inappropriate that is for kids? One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. If you guys don't know it, after the stream, and only after the stream, I recommend you guys look it up because you guys will certainly laugh. It's an older one. It's from like the year 2000, I think. But when I first saw it, I was literally crying. It was that funny. But Megan, to answer your point, yes, I should do a second version with like creepy teeth or something. It's like the opposite of the Demogorgon, where it's, you know, Demogorgon just has a faceless kind of, almost like a Venus flytrap of a face, then it opens up like a flower. This one's kind of backwards, where it already looks like a flower. So yeah, let's see. These triangles, boom, boom. And then his envelope, his belly envelope. What we should call this guy? Sunflower envelope. Abaddon, I guess. All right, let's see. What could we do to make him look even scarier? Because he doesn't look scary right now, but that's kind of the fun of it. I'm looking at my Pinterest right now and going it over. Ooh. Let's see. Who's got a creepy round face? This one's creepy. Right here. Let's see. Something round and creepy. Ooh, like this one. This one's kind of got it. Or this one. This was actually what Aletha's mask was originally based off of, believe it or not. I actually, here, I'll even show you sketches of it. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Aletha's mask was originally like this, like back in 2019. This was the very first version I did of her. So yeah, as you can see, like she still looks fairly similar, which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, that mask was directly taken from this. So maybe I could bring this as a comeback. Let's see. Wait, no, that's not what I asked for. Google or Pinterest? Goodness gracious. Okay, it's not wanting to copy. This is something that's less frustrating in Photoshop, I gotta say. Okay, let's get rid of these. Okay, why won't it work? Can someone explain that to me? Why this won't work? I'm supposed to be able to drag it in and be fine. I pull it on there. And then can I do this? Wow, I literally have to pull it on my desktop first. Okay, that's annoying. Whatever, at least it's here. It only took a couple seconds. Maybe he just got like this hidden smile almost. That would be kind of grody, like this. So he's got his eyes here. And then let's actually just do this. All right, let me change the tunes again. It's like every half hour, so I need to change something up. Piano trap Beethoven. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm waiting to see if the beat's going to drop at any point. Let's see. Okay, I don't think this isn't doing it for me. Let's try Sunday Rain. Okay, let's see. Speaking of numbers, have you heard of the Adinkra symbols? They may be useful for shadow boxers. Yes, I have heard of them actually, and they are in my production Bible. Call him Bayman after Baymax, but only the intellectuals will catch it. Babadon. Babadon. That's actually hilarious. Babadon. Babadon. That's a great name. You could totally use that. The thing is, I don't know if these will actually have names like in the world themselves. Like I don't see the characters calling them by these names. It would just be like for the art book or something, or what I would call them in my head. Let's see. Let's see. How can we? Let me pull up Aletha's mask again. Let me just see how that worked, because that was still kind of creepy to me. I think it was the large separation with the philtrum. I think that's what did it. So that's kind of doing it already, but I want it to be creepier. How can we get it creepier? Who has thoughts? Oh, I know. Let's look up Soul Eater. The characters in that anime were like they often had like these really crazy smiles that were like just weird. Maybe if I look at, was it the Kishin? This dude just was deranged looking. This one, yeah, this was always weird to me. This is not Akishin, this is one of the main characters, but she's like, I think she's like losing her mind in this scene. But I think we're getting somewhere, actually. Let me make the smile a little bit bigger, and then we'll see what happens. Like he just has a mouse that doesn't appear. Maybe one of those like Scooby-Doo moments, I feel like, where, you know, those scenes where they're like hiding in the closet from the monster, and then the monster's in there, but you see only their eyes for some weird reason. That's kind of how I picture this right now. You can even get it to like do an eye twitch or something. That would be creepy. He looks like the Grinch a little bit, like the Jim Carrey version. That's one idea. Let's make that a little smaller. It will be more insider info for us lifers. I like that, lifers. I'm technically a lifer when it comes to my elementary school. I was at the same school from K through 12. So I totally get it. But yeah, you guys all deserve like lifer stickers or something. Let's see, how do I? Trying to figure out how to get like a creepy. Maybe I should give this guy a little nose, just to kind of mimic what I have here. Almost looks like a cat. Now, I could just stick with this. Ooh, try making one eye smaller than the other. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I can make one eye smaller. And then there was something else I was going to look up on my Pinterest. Oh, yes, I remember now. Not going to say it out loud because it's going to force everybody to drink some water. Although we should, maybe I should show it because we all need to drink water anyway. I was going to show this. Venom and Eddie Brock. So technically, that is Spidey related. But yeah, I love the way they drew the mouth on this thing. So I'm going to see if I can mimic that look. Yes, very Cheshire Cat-like. Yeah, that was the initial kind of idea for it. That's actually what I called the mask originally when it was Aletha's. It was very Cheshire Cat-like. And I liked it, but I'm actually glad I changed the mask to what it currently looks like because it doesn't necessarily work anymore. But it's all good. Okay, so I'm looking at this drawing. So the teeth are actually kind of coming out like this. That's creepy. So it's like foreshortened, razor-sharp teeth. Can you imagine like running into a monster and their teeth are not just long and large, they're pointing at you like a sword? Yeah, there we go. Who wants to face this guy now? Think he's all cute and cuddly. Let me actually take another note from that Venom drawing. The way they did the tongue was really cool. It's like it's thinner and larger at some points and it like loops around. Is this what you were thinking of, Megs? Is this what you're thinking of? Because I like it. I like it way more. Actually, when he roars, we can, since we're playing up with the sharp theme, we can totally take a couple of cues. Do something like that. Man is saying, how much of the Adinkra symbols are embedded into the lore? Nope, I forgot. I'm not going to pry. No, it's fine. I can answer this question. They are used as inspiration for like the design of the world. So one of the things that I'm currently working on is like how the cultures are going to look, because there's different groups of people, and so I'm thinking about like the patterns that they would have and how to differentiate them. And so I'm looking at things like Adinkra symbols to kind of show that. And there might be some inspiration in some of the lore as well, but that I'm going to leave alone for now and let you all wonder. Leave you all in mystery. All right. I think this guy looks a lot more intimidating now, don't you? I think he's on to something. All right, so then let's count to 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We'll just make that a little bit bigger. And then I can actually sharpen these up. Like, what I'm thinking of as I'm drawing this is like how like when an animal's like sensing danger, like everything just kind of heightens and their stance is more stiff, or maybe not stiff, but they're just like more at attention, if you will. I don't know what that phrase will be called. I'm sure some cat lover like Megan would know the answer for that, but I can play with how these like sunflower shapes look in a situation like this. He looks like an angry sun. Like, how all the kids will draw the sun in the corner of their drawing, as when they're little. Like, this looks like that mixed with a child's nightmares. And again, Shadowboxers is not a horror project, just so you guys know. It's not a horror project. Okay. But let's see, let's get these colors going over here. Okay, let's get the paint bucket and fill that in. I forget to use the paint bucket tool sometimes. It's so efficient, way more than Photoshop, that it just doesn't even cross my mind because I'm so used to working in that. But because the streams were taking up too much of my my RAM, it's causing issues. It's causing some issues. Let's see. Megan, you're just winking at stuff. When he gets angry, its sun rays on its face should flap backwards too. Oh, that could be interesting. Yeah, something like that face is what I meant. I wouldn't mind taking a crack at it, though I'm seriously behind on work. Haha. Well, I'll tell you what, Megan. If you would like to take a crack at it, just let me know. You are more than welcome to. You're on the team after all. So yeah. Let's see. And then Amanda says, "Oh yeah, you got it. OMG, it's like the dinosaur that gets neat. Wait, Nedry in Jurassic Park. I haven't seen Jurassic Park, guys. I'm sorry. Did I even say that name right? Is it Nedry? Is it something else? I actually don't know how to say it. There's a lot of classic movies that I have not seen. It's pretty sad. Well, depending who you ask, I guess. Now that I'm drawing this, I would really want to see this guy appear, like, sooner rather than later. Because this is actually really cool looking to me. I guess the teeth. The teeth are kind of blending in with this here. I guess what I could do, maybe I'll let me change the color a little bit, because there's no reason that the colors have to remain the same all the time, right? Let's do that. You can always tweak that red later, but there we go. And then coming in strong with these giant teeth. Wait, no, I need the magic wand. There we go. There we go. Kind of like a deep orange, and then I could take that pink and use it for the tongue. Bam. There we go. All right. Cool. So now we got Abaddon, I guess. Abaddon. That's, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that song that's been popular on TikTok or Instagram, and it's just this kid going like, "That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog." Yeah, you said it right. The first Jurassic Park is good. 2 and 3 aren't bad. I only saw the first Jurassic World, and I want those 2 hours back. That sucks. I watched Jurassic Park in the movie theater. It was awesome. I'm showing my age. Oh, that's on you. But I'm glad you got to enjoy that experience nonetheless. Okay, so let's see. Who are we doing? First off, let's save. Let's save what we got here, because saving is important. Saving is important. All right. So we did 3 of these guys. Let's do 36 and 50. And Let's see how long it takes to do those guys. Might end it after I finish those two because, like I said, I do have a class in the morning that I got prepared for. I got to make sure I get the right amount of sleep, and I got to be ready because I got to make sure I go through my lecture notes and all that fun stuff. You know what I mean? You teachers know what I mean. Y'all know. Y'all know. Even though I taught this class last semester, but still. Oh wait, we were gonna do a Big Bird actually. Now I think about it. I already have this up. We'll do Big Bird next time. I'll I'll put a picture of him in here if Clipstudio will accept it. Yeah. Will it work? Of course it won't work. Big Bird, where are you? I'll figure it out later. How many students you got? In this class, I have 20. I have 20, and the class is 4.5 hours, which is a lot. I had 17 last semester, and that was a lot. And one of the students didn't even really turn in the homework all the time, so it was more like 16. But yeah, having 20 students is hectic because I would go overtime just back then. I can't imagine having 4 other people. Although, tomorrow is just going to be a intro. I'm not looking over people's work, which is usually what the concern comes from. But yeah, Amanda said, "Holy crap!" Yeah, it's a lot of students. I think they really should have put it into 2 sections, but there's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tell them all, like, for any of you guys who have friends who are on the fence about this class, tell them not to take it, please, because I'm overwhelmed. The other 2 classes are way more manageable. They're like 10 or 11 or something. But yeah, it's let out. It's let it out. Okay, so this guy is kind of big and bulky. Whew. Okay. There we go. Amanda says, signing up now. Oh my gosh. Why? Why are you trying to torture me like this? Now you really won't get spoilers from me. Not really satisfied with the way the legs look right now. They need angles. More angles. All right, guys, so I had a question for you. I'm debating what I should be focusing on next week for the live stream. And I want to know all your thoughts. Would you guys be interested in seeing characters? Would you guys be interested in me trying to tackle like a vehicle concept or more Abaddons, environment stuff? What are you guys interested in seeing? Very, very curious to know. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it 100%, but I'm open to ideas. And the only reason I would not be open to doing something is just because it might be hard to like stream and talk about some of these things. Not because it's like spoilery necessarily, but sometimes it's just there's a portion of design where there's so much thinking that's involved that it's best for me personally to just focus purely on the designing and not on the like talking and streaming. The reason I could do it for these characters and like the Abaddons is because I already kind of have an idea of them in my head, and so a lot of the thinking has already been done. So yeah. Mark says, is 20 a lot for an art class? Yes, 20 is huge. Yeah, so it's think of it this way: it's a 4.5 hour class, right? It's 4.5 hours. You have to lecture, right? You have to give them like a 20 to 25-minute break or whatever. And then you have to critique everyone's art and make sure that everyone understands. And so, the average critique, if you're talking about 5 to 10 minutes and you have to do that for 20 students, like what does that come to? That's like 3.5 hours right there. And then you have a 4.5 hour class. It's just a lot. And, and there's always a conversation that goes over time for whatever reason. So I'm going to have to literally set a timer and just be like, nope, you get this many minutes. That's it. Like if you have more questions, email me, because it becomes a bit of a headache after a certain point. And you also want to give all the students adequate time, because then, you don't want the students to think, oh, well, Jordan or whoever is teaching is playing favorites. That could easily become a conversation. And it's like, no, that's not the case. It's just, we got to move fast sometimes. So, yeah. Yeah. And then the grading, although the grading doesn't take me that long to do because I have a pretty clear rubric, but still though. I think this is good to go. Let's get these colors in. Let's see. Amanda says my biggest class is 9. I'm kind of jealous. Next week, paint in that scene you showed in the art prof live. So with that image, so let me show everyone what Mark is talking about for those of you who were not on the live. Hold on. Because actually, you reminded me, Mark, I actually saw your comment about it not feeling like something in shadow boxers just yet. And that's because it was kind of a test to see what would happen, like what this world could look like. And it's very challenging. So, I just noticed there's a flaw up here. What is this? I didn't color in the sky. I just noticed that. It's been on my portfolio website for like a year. Yeah, so this is like a test to see like kind of what the world might look like. But I've been researching heavily more into the cultures I want to take inspiration from. And so I definitely want to spend more time doing that. So I don't know if, and plus I also don't know how to paint in Clip Studio just yet. We could try it, but that is a nice idea. Jordan, let's test drive Magma Studio when we meet next and see what stream opportunities we can make from that. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. So Magma Studio, for those of you guys who don't know, is a way for two people to draw on the same canvas, like electronically. So we can share one screen and then me and Megan would just chat about stuff. So yeah, we can definitely set that up. I don't know if you have to pay for it though. Sounds like a fun class. It's a fun class, but it's a lot, I would like to see Shadowboxer's art on a wall, very meta, like interior stuff. I want to feel the surroundings. Wait, what? What do you mean Shadowboxer's art on the wall? You mean like on this literal wall, like behind me? Or are you talking about like what their decorations would look like? Sitting through 19 other students' crits would be exhausting for the students too. Yeah, it is exhausting for them. So the way, that's part of the challenge. So I would have to set up my class where I would have to do the lecture first and then have them being able to work in class while I critique everyone else. Ordinarily, I wouldn't do it like that. I would have the critique first and then I do a lecture. But because of this situation, I have to switch it around. Coloring would be nice, though. A cool way to show us how to color in our illustrations. Oh, okay. No problem. Coloring is not going to be a problem. I actually been wanting to do some coloring stuff. So I'll find a way to get that to work. And, maybe depending on how my week looks, we'll see how busy I am. I actually think I might have an idea of how we can do that, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise. A little surprise. I take it you guys don't like surprises very much, just based on my interactions with you all. Let's see. like their decorations, lamps, desks, art frames. I'm weird like that. I like to look at those types of things. Oh, okay. So basically, they're props. Okay, so you want to see props, basically. That's not a bad idea. I haven't done props in a while, so I th- that's not a bad idea. Okay, so we got props, we got coloring and illustration, or an environment. Okay, and then we got the Magma Studio. And then let's see. Megan says, my comic layout critiques can take literally hours to do. I've thought about it, and if I were to do a class, I think I'd pick a student each week to go into depth on. Everyone else gets general critiques, and hopefully everyone can learn from the experience. I mean, I guess it depends how big the class is. I mean, I don't have the luxury of doing that because, again, like there's always going to be someone who's like, Jordan's playing favorites, and that can be frustrating to deal with. And it's like, no, person, I'm not doing that. I'm just tired of talking, because actually, for those of you guys who have taught in a class before, it's exhausting because, if you're doing that for 4 or 5 hours or like in a row, there are times where I just don't feel like talking for like another hour and a half. Like I turn off my phone. I don't want to talk. I don't want to think. And I just need a minute, So that happens too. Oops, I did that incorrectly. I meant to make a new layer, but I did not make a new layer. Okay, let's try that again. This guy's got like a weird, almost mustache kind of thing. Looks like some sort of critic. Okay, and then what can we do? Where did my sketch go? What did this look like? Oh yeah, okay, so we had something here on the hip. And then he's got here something in the sartorius area. Come back up, and then he's got these on the shoulders. And let's see if we can give him like something like this. Do the live chat folks post their drawings done during live? The live chat folks? You talking about for this channel? No, everyone. I mean, I don't know if they post the drawings. We don't. I'm not set up like Clara is, at least not right now. I have been thinking about setting up a Shadowboxers Discord though. So yeah, I think I want to do that later on once a couple more things are established. But what would you guys think of that? Would you guys be down for a Discord with all Shadowboxer stuff? You guys could post your fan art and just like talk about theories and all that. It's gonna be a minute because I think it'd be kind of weird if I didn't have anything out for you guys and you guys are like part of this community and all that. We don't because Jordan hit his Discord. I did. It's exclusively for people who are like helping me build it right now. But it's not always going to be like that, I think. Not always. One day it will be for the world to enjoy. Just not today. All right, so I think this one's good. Let's see. So what have we done today? Other than being chatterboxes. So we did this guy. Whoa. Okay, I'm losing track of which is what. This is actually a pretty productive day, in my opinion. What y'all think? Got some pretty solid sketches here. I'm curious, out of these four right now, who's your favorite? Do we like this first guy with his like hand mask? And then you got like this crown dude, the sunflower, fat Abaddon, Abaddon, and we got this guy who I don't know why he has like the face of an insect to me for some reason. Oh, I love talking. My students actually have to tell me to turn it off because when I get into something that's super abstract, I'll have debates with myself because they're high school students. That's hilarious. The thing is, I enjoy talking about stuff I like, but after a couple of hours, even critiquing and just putting so much deep thought, I'd say kind of exhausted. It's like I need time. Shadowboxer's Discord would be awesome. Do you think about setting up a Patreon someday? Actually, we just had a discussion on that, and we are trying to figure out what tiers to make and what we could reasonably do. And again, like the things I want to be able to offer you guys are they would have to be set up. So like one example is I want to have a merch store, and I want to be able to give certain tiers, like maybe like discount codes or something like that. So I have to set that stuff up too. But yeah. Focus on your art, Jordan. Yeah, I guess I gotta focus on the art. Let's see. The Flower 3 is my favorite. Okay, then we got number 1 from Mark. Let's see. Abaddon is my fave from today. Abafrog is my overall fave. Okay, I like that. I think, do we have room for one more? What was that last one I was gonna do? This guy. Someone really wanted me to draw this one, so let's finish off with him. Hopefully it doesn't take super long, because I'd like to end the next couple of minutes. But let's see what we got. He's got this action-y pose, sort of. Let's lower the opacity here. Let's actually... one thing I noticed is if I'm working on a gray background, working with like a really saturated red or blue is not easy to see with. So you have to tone that down, darker values, I learned this trick from Ethan Becker. Apparently, if you create this kind of basic shape, like almost this like, it's like a block that's like bent in half, essentially, it can create these really dynamic shapes for torsos. So I'm testing it out. Let's have foreshorten there, and then I remember his arms were more like claws or like pinchers or something. So let's try that. Okay. Let's make it a little smaller. In his face. Let me pull up my reference again. Because there's something that I was looking at that would work. What do the whips do on this villain? Well, I imagine they would probably just be like wrapping around people and like hitting them and stuff like that. So these were all thumbnail sketches from like years ago. But these creatures, they are shapeshifters, and so that's really all I've revealed about them, other than them being enemies, So yeah, and sometimes I also just like the effect, the kind of like the creepiness of the fact that he's got these kind of tentacle oh shoot, okay, that one just came out of nowhere. All right, excuse me. Kind of tentacle look on him. Let's see. Not really feeling this just yet. Doesn't feel threatening enough. Let's try a couple more experiments. Let's actually just make him a little smaller and put him out to the side. Use it as inspiration, but not as the ultimate version of him. So let's try giving him a bigger neck. Give him traps. Can make the arms a lot bigger. I think if I elongate the body even more, that would probably help too. So part of the thing about this is like there's no wrong answer, but there's definitely a sense of what it is that I really want. So like I have to decide, do I want this to feel more intimidating? Do I want it to feel more scary? And I have to think about the psychological impact, like how, and you guys are actually the perfect test audience for this, because you guys give me firsthand like what the reaction is. Like, is it scary enough? Is it cool enough? So I have to try and think about all this stuff as I'm creating these characters. Something is still not feeling right about this. We'll figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. Pokemon Scyther. I'm so confused. I drew mushrooms, so it's posted on our Dare channel. Give it a super long skinny neck like a praying mantis. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Super long skinny neck. Let's praying mantis. Okay. Praying mantis. So, let me just practically I have to start over, I think. If I can't come up with an idea in the next 10 minutes, then I'm gonna just close it out and we'll leave it on a cliffhanger. We'll worry about this guy another time. But one thing I do like about this praying mantis idea, though, is the eyes. Like that. He's got a nice even triangle and then the long neck. It's got like a praying mantis giraffe thing going on here. Let's see. It's definitely weird. Definitely a weird creature, whatever this guy is doing. Okay. Let me think for a second, guys. I might be silent for a second. Let me just figure this out. I kind of like the idea of the praying mantis legs, though. Let's see what happens. I'll do like this. Have to balance that out. That could be pretty creepy. With those dagger hands, no thumbs, he has a personal dresser like Edward Scissorhands. Was sitting at my desk trying to paint. Ended up with two 15-pound cats trying to sit on me. I moved because they were being annoying. Now one is sitting right on my closed sketchbook. I've heard that happens with pet owners. They get interrupted. One of my friends who has a cat was basically trapped because this cat was sleeping on them. Actually, I think my friend had two cats sleeping on him, and so yeah, that was rather tragic. I was like, what if you get thirsty? And it's just like, then I get thirsty. There's nothing I can do. Let's see. Kind of like. It's kind of like centaur, like in a way. I think I want to have this slope. I guess it is going to be like a praying mantis creature almost, which I guess isn't a bad thing necessarily. Praying mantises would be very terrifying if they were much larger than they are. Some people find them terrifying already at their current size. Let's pretend I got that perspective down. Then I'm still looking at all the reference here. The heck is this thing? Oh, it's still praying mantis. It just looks creepier. You gotta be real careful when you look up insects online. That's all I can say. All right, Joe McFo fam, I'm heading out because I was up late last night. All right, Megan, thanks for popping on. I think we're probably gonna close the stream anyway because I think my brain is actually kind of fried right now. In our household, having a cat on you is a legit reason to ask the other person to give you a snack or a drink. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not that way. Like sometimes, well, Ace doesn't ever sit on me because he's too big for that. But sometimes, he'll be chilling and I'm like, okay, dude, time for me to get up, and then he'll just like instantly get ready to move. Usually because he thinks we're gonna go on a walk or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced about this one just yet. But at least we got something. I'll figure it out. But at the very least, guys, we did get these 4 done. And not to mention all the ones we got done on the last stream. So we got 8 more monsters than we had previously. So we got the Abaddon, we got the Rhino, we got the Two-Face dagger guy, we got the squid that attaches to faces, and then we got hand mask, crown guy, sunflower, and insect face, and potentially praying mantis. So yeah. Let's see. When the brain shuts down, it's quick. Yeah, it's real quick, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap this up right about here. But for those of you guys who are still on, please comment in the video below what type of stream you want to see from me next time. We heard a couple of examples, but just so I can remember, so I can set that up. So anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for coming on the stream, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.